Hi everyone, I hope you're okay and I hope that the videos will keep uploading and helping you out. This is the ninth video guys where I'm tackling past exam questions and I'm only answering electrostatics. Are you together? So please do expect a total number of 13 questions and all of these questions guys are extracted from past question papers, ne? uh Even if you're doing grade 11, just stay tuned and work with us guys, because grade 11 and grade 12 electrostatics is one and the same thing. So let's work together now. Okay, a particle P with a charge of 5 microcoulombs is located 1 meter along a straight line from V. Okay, with charge 7 microcoulombs. Refer to the diagram below. So the distance between P and V is just 1 it's just 1.7, it's just 1 meters apart. Then we are told that a third charged particle Q at point X meters away from P, as shown above, experiences a net electrostatic force of 0 newtons. Okay. How do the electrostatic force experienced by Q due to the charges on P and V respectively compare with one another? They are the same guys, ne? For the fact that P is experiencing a net electrostatic force of 0 newtons, it simply means that the electrostatic force between P and Q is equal to the electrostatic force between V and Q. Are you together? They want us to state Coulomb's law. It simply states that the electrostatic force between 2-point charges is directly proportional to the product of the charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance apart. Okay, they want us to calculate the distance x. The distance x. Okay, so if the distance between P and Q is x, it simply means that the distance between Q and V, the distance between Q and V has to be 1 minus x. Because whenever I add these two, I must simply get 1 meter rather. That's x meters and 1 minus x meters. I've already established that the electrostatic force between P and Q must be equal to the electrostatic force between Q and V. Why? Because this charge over here experiences 0 newtons. That means the forces are at equilibrium. So for us to calculate so the electrostatic force between P and Q is equal to the force between Q and V. That's K Q1 Q2 over R squared being equal to K Q1 Q2 over R squared. The magnitude of P is 5 times 10 to the negative 6. Okay, 9 times 10 to the power 9 multiplied by 5 times 10 to the negative 6 multiplied by the charge on at position Q all over the distance apart is simply x now. And then over here I have 9 times 10 to the power 9 multiplied by that's 7 times 10 to the negative 6 multiplied by Q. Let me confirm. Yeah, it's 7 microcoulombs. And the distance is just 1 minus x squared. So I'm basically solving for x over here, né? I'm basically solving for x. What do I know? Let me check. Let me punch my calculator. On the left hand side, I'll simply have 9 times 10 to the power 9 multiplied by 5 times 10 to the power negative 6. So this will give me 45,000 multiplied by q is equal to x squared. And then over there, I have 9 times 10 to the power 9 multiplied by 7 times 10 to the power negative 6. This is 63,000 multiplied by q. That's 1 minus x all squared. I can just cross multiply over here, guys. Now, whenever I cross multiply, I'll end up having 1 minus x all squared all over x squared is equal to 63,000 q all over 45,000 q. All over 45,000 q, né? So 63,6300 divided by 45000. This will give me an answer of, let me continue the side with a different color. I'll simply have 1 minus x all squared over x squared is equal to 7 over 5. I can take the square root on both sides, and then I'll simply have 1 minus x all over x being equals to the right hand side will just give me the square root of 35 over 5. Should I just cross multiply? Yeah, let me do that. I'll simply have 1 minus x multiplied by 5 is equal to x multiplied by 35. That's 5 minus 5x is equal to x times the square root of 35. I have 5 being equals to x times the square root of 35 plus 5x. Whenever I take this to the other side, it will change the sign. Yeah? Then I can take out the common factor on the right hand side. That's x, the square root of 35 plus 5. Divide both sides by the square root of 35 plus 5. Therefore, x will simply be 5 all over the square root of 35 plus 5. And then my answer will be 5 divided by the square root of 35 plus 5. So this is simply equal to 0.4458 meters. That's 0.458 meters. So the distance of x is just 0.458 meters. That's how, guys, we're supposed to tackle that question over there. I hope the video helped you out, guys. Just stay tuned and obviously wait for more.